Hey, this is Danny Collins. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the benefits of group bowling during the summertime. Summertime is a unique time of year where it gets really hot outside and there's always people looking for things to do. And bowling offers a great opportunity for you to choose your group events this summer. That's what we're going to talk about today. This is designed for a lot of different people. We've seen daycare centers, our typical audience that comes into our center. These little kids need something to do. They look to bowling to be a good option for them to enjoy their day. And they come out here for kind of a break. They come out here and it gives them all something to do, and we offer some special pricing for these groups. Senior citizens is another group of people that have a lot of time on their hands. They're looking for things to do, and bowling is the perfect opportunity to keep them active, enjoy a little social activity together. They enjoy it. These seniors, they really like to bowl. It gives them something to do, gives them some friendly competition, and they really look forward to it every day. We've got people bowling that are aged in their 80s. We even had a lady bowling here that was 100, and they're active. They like to stay active. It's good for them. Bowling gives them that opportunity. What else can you do for a couple hours? Some of these seniors bowl several days a week. They just love it. Special needs groups enjoy bowling. These are people that are looking for something to do. Again, they're trying to stay active. They're free during the daytime. We cater to these groups. We get to know these people, and they come in frequently, as many as 2 to 3 times a week. They just like bowling a lot because it gives them something fun to do. It gives them some social activity. They talk to each other. They have lunch here. They have a great time. Special needs groups are a great group of people that we cater to. We see treatment centers are groups of people that are in recovery. They're trying to get their lives back together. A big part of their treatment is to develop social skills and do something outside of just, they need to learn how to have fun without drugs and alcohol. And bowling offers that opportunity for them. So we have a lot of those groups in our center doing that. We see some physical therapy is another area where people need to, maybe they're overcoming some kind of physical ailment. They're trying to get their lives back together. So we've seen some people do that. We've got people that bowl in wheelchairs. We have ramps. You can roll your wheelchair up to the ramp, put the ball on there, and it rolls down on the lanes. So that's a benefit to them. Of course, all these different topics can be a whole presentation in among themselves, but I'm just going to touch on some of them. Fundraisers. We get groups of people in here that raise money. They might need to raise money for any sort of charity purpose or just whatever they want to do, but it combines bowling with fun, and people pay money to come together for a good cause. Another target audience, especially now for the summertime, would be moms with kids. They're out of school, they're looking for something to do. They've been to the swimming pool. They've been outside running around. This is a good diversion for them. A couple hours worth of bowling where the mom can relax, get on her Wi-Fi. The kids are occupied. You can combine lunch with them, get them some pizza or some burgers while they bowl. Other ones would be babysitters with kids. If you are working and you're paying a babysitter to stay with your kids, tell them to come bowling because it gives them a nice opportunity to get out of the house and do something productive or functional rather. Gives them a nice activity to roll that ball down the lanes, knock down some pins. There's several benefits to bowling. First of all, it's an indoor activity. When it's really hot outside, like it is right now while I'm talking. In the summertime, it can get really hot. It's hard to be outside. It might be raining. If you're watching this video and you're in the middle of winter, it could be very cold. So it's an indoor activity. You don't have to deal with the weather. It's suitable for all ages and abilities. Anyone can participate. Again, I said we have seniors in their 80s and 90s bowling. We have little kids ages that can barely walk. They walk up and set the ball on the ramp and it rolls down the middle, or we have the bumpers that go on the gutters so that they can roll the ball and not be afraid to get gutter balls. It provides a social interaction. It encourages teamwork and social bonding with groups. Like you have people that need to get together, team building, companies get together, large groups of people, small groups, everything. They all get together and kind of talk around each other with bowling, and that's always cool. Bowling is also affordable when you compare it to other activities. It's in economic pricing. We are able to price this economically when you compare it with other things, especially when you're dealing with groups of people. We provide a fun and safe environment for everybody. Secure, monitored. We keep a lookout of things that are going in here. We keep the place clean. So we've got a full staff here to take care of everybody, and that's great. Some of the features we'll go over about bowling as an option this summer for you is, of course, air-conditioned comfort. It's nice and cool inside, especially when it's hot outside and you can't do a whole lot. You're looking for a way to cool off. I'm not saying that it's something that you would do is stay indoors all day long, but every now and then you need to take a break and get indoors where it's nice and cool. Entertainment for all. We've got, again, bumpers for the kids and competitive leagues for adults. It's suitable for everybody to have a good time. The scheduling, we can schedule your lanes. You can do it yourself. We have a website where you just look at the time of year or time of the month when you want to come bowling, time of day, and just pick your schedule and click and go. We're conveniently located, easy to reach, right here in Lexington. Parking is great. You just pull in and get out of your car and get in. There's no parking garages. There's no problems there. We even have a canopy to pull under and let your group out of the car if you are dealing with some rain. Everybody doesn't have to get wet. We're going to compare this to some other outdoor activities. And I like to golf. Golf is one of my favorite activities, and it is for a lot of people. The problem with golf is it's weather dependent. If you're trying to plan an event in advance, you look at golf and you got rain coming, you have a rain out, it's a big problem. So golf can be a little bit more on the expensive side if you want to do it nice. And young kids don't really play golf that much. Some do, but to get everybody involved in one central activity, comparing it to golf, bowling has a little bit more opportunities here. Swimming is fun. We all like to swim. Our kids like to do it, and I'm not saying it's not a bad thing, but you got to get dressed up for it. Again, it's weather dependent, and it can be crowded, especially this time of year. You got to deal with all those people. Not to say that it's something that everybody doesn't like to do, and I think everybody does. It's fun to go swimming. I'm just comparing this to bowling as an option. Again, it's weather dependent unless you're playing indoor tennis. It requires physical stamina, and it's limited on the group interaction. I'm not sure how many people play tennis in a group. It's just another option that considers bowling, which is weatherproof, all-inclusive, and it fosters group interaction and fun. Everybody can do it. We're going to look at how to reserve your event and what this entails. First of all, we have a real friendly, user-friendly booking system on our website that allows you to just check the dates and times that you want, and you can literally make it all happen right there in front of you on your own timetable. You can be sitting at home and just dial that internet up, go to our website, and check it out. We have custom packages to tailor your event with food, drinks, and lane options. Any of your big groups or small groups, you can cater this thing to where you can have food, drinks, and everything that you need to have a great time. We'll also be able to give you some special offers. If you bring us a large group, we can put together a package for you, and it has special summer promotions, which we've had Right now, as you're listening to this, and it may be past, we do have several summer programs that we're offering. One would have been a 50% off discount, and we'll have other options available from time to time, so just always check our website for those. Combining bowling with food and drinks offers a lot of extra value and benefits for you. For example, a lunch and play package is where you can enjoy a delicious meal and fun activity in one outing. Choose from all of our different options: pizza, burgers, whatever you want. But what's beautiful about this is you can put together the lunch and the bowling together and take care of two items right there at the same time. It's a lot of fun that way. It's all inclusive, ready to roll. We have a variety of options, as I mentioned: pizza, burgers, salads, soft serve ice cream. I'll mention something about our soft serve ice cream. It's real popular. We put that in a couple years ago, and we researched the exact kind of ice cream machine, and we looked down there at Rupp Arena. They were real popular selling ice cream to the basketball games. We also make these kind of mix-in type toppings similar to Dairy Queen Blizzards, and we stir them in, all the different toppings. We have that capability too. We call it the Arctic Freeze. And you just get an Arctic Freeze over here, and it's fun to eat that while you're bowling. We have group menus, special pricing on group meals and beverage packages. Again, if you put together a nice group of people, we can customize a package for you. All you got to do is email us, fill out the form, and we'll put together a nice package for you. The economic benefits of bowling are pretty strong. We'll look at these items. Cost effective, it's more affordable than many other outdoor activities that you may look into. And the group discount feature will give you special rates for large groups or repeat bookings. We can work out a deal. Maybe you want to schedule something several times a year. We can work out a repeat business type of a pricing program. We have all-inclusive pricing. It includes no hidden fees, and we're real straightforward with our costs. We'll talk to you about what it all involves and what you're looking for. If you want to bowl 2 games, if you want to bowl 2 hours, if you want to combine it with several different options, we will look at how that works and put together the best package for you. We've dealt with a lot of different groups. We pride ourselves on this high-quality bowling experience. We have a modern facility. It's state-of-the-art lanes and equipment. Currently, as we speak, we're updating the pin setters with new computers in the back, these new brains that operate those pin setters. It's the newest kind of equipment that makes them run very effectively, so that when you roll your ball, the machine calculates the pin count and runs the machine really effectively. We just are in the process of putting those in right now. And you may not see a big difference, but you'll feel it, and when you're bowling, you'll experience it. It's basically on the back of the machines, and I have a little YouTube video that we put out that shows what we're doing there, but it's just an upgrade on that equipment, the brains, the wiring, all that stuff that goes into the pin setters. We have good customer service that we want to give you, because that's really important to have a friendly and helpful staff ready to assist you, and we are always putting people, training people, and we know that a good interaction with our staff is very important to good service. Safety measures, as you know, you're rolling balls, dropping balls. There's a lot of moving parts on these machines. We don't want you to put your hand in the ball thing where it comes out of the hole, so we have little warning signals on there. We tell you not to cross the foul line because it's a little slippery with the oil, but it's a safe place. Everybody's here to have a good time. On the weekends, we provide a little security so that things won't get out of hand, and we keep the crazy people away from here. We keep a lookout for that kind of thing, so that everybody's here to have a good time, playing music, enjoying themselves. And being in business for 60 years, we really want to keep the place clean and the environment friendly. As you come to the end of this presentation, I want you to consider booking a lane now by visiting our website or calling to reserve lanes, and more effectively emailing us or filling out the form online. If you have a special group and you want us to contact you, just fill out the form. we'll get with you, or you can just book your lane right there online, and that's how that works. The special summer promotions are coming up. You can take advantage of our summer deals and discounts. We offer several of those. Currently, as we speak, we're doing a 50% off sale, and that happens for 3 days here in June. And once that's gone, it's gone, and we'll look at something else down the road. But for now, there's always something happening that you can take advantage of, and we like to pass that along for everybody that can take advantage of those type things. If you'd like to contact us for further information, just contact us by email at sales@collinsbowling.com or visit our website at collinsbowling.com. We'll get in touch with you on that stuff. So in conclusion, I would like to say that bowling is the perfect indoor activity for group events during the summer. And I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to this presentation and consider bowling for your different things. I'm going to open the floor for questions, and we've got some here people have asked about. And what are the group size requirements for booking an event? To get one lane, we recommend 5 people per lane. That keeps it moving, but you can actually put up to 8 people on a lane. And so if you have 50 people, we help you determine how many lanes you need. If you have 50 people, that's typically 10 lanes. And some people call us and say, hey, I'd like to rent out the whole center. How much do you charge to rent the whole center? We know that that person may not actually need to rent the whole center. They may just have 50 people. So we talk to them and say, how many people do you have? And if they have 50 people, we say, well, you just need 10 lanes, and you can have them over here to the side, and it'll be a private area, and we'll get you taken care of that way. It's really good. Another question we have is, what is the cost per person for a group booking? Well, a lot of that depends on the time of day, and our prices are all listed on our website, so you can see our pricing by clicking the pricing button on our website. Are there any special discounts or promotions available for large groups is another question. We do. We can customize a quote for you based on what you need and what the time of year and day is. We can give you better pricing in the summer than the winter. It depends on how busy we are. What types of food and drink packages are available? Well, we serve a lot of different food. We have pizza. We've got banquet buffet type food, and a lot of that is available on our website as well. But we have a lot of different options on food. How far in advance do we need to make a reservation? You can make a reservation anytime you want to, depending on availability. But if you're trying to lock in a date, like we've got a group that does a fundraiser every year, and they get in touch with us probably 6 months in advance so that they can be sure and plan accordingly. And this is a group that rents out the whole facility on a Friday afternoon from 1 to 5. That goes really well for them. It works really well. So depending on what size group and what you need to do, we recommend getting in touch with us pretty well ahead of time, unless you just have a smaller group, and you could pretty much do that the day of or the day before, depending on what you need. What is the cancellation policy for group booking? We recommend that varies from time to time. We have a policy when you pay for a group and you want to cancel that, there's a cancellation policy, and that's listed on our reservation page where you make your reservations. And there's like within 24 hours, we don't have a cancellation. We have a fee. If you're within 48 hours or 24 hours, I think you get a full refund, depending on the size of the group. Now, if you're renting the whole facility, probably have a 1-week window there. It just depends. We work with you on that. Okay, each specific situation is different. Are there any special accommodations for special needs groups or individuals? Yes, as I mentioned before, we have ramps that go into the bowling facility where people on wheelchairs can roll balls. We have bumpers that go in the gutter for little kids. So yes, there is some special accommodations like that. We have all that available. We've been doing it for many years. Another question is, can we bring our own food and drinks, or are we required to purchase from the venue? We don't allow people to bring their food from the outside. We only do food, and we can cater any kind of food you want. We have pizza, we've got a good food selection, and it's just how we operate. The only exception to this would be maybe on birthdays we allow you to bring a birthday cake, but we provide all the drinks and food for your groups to use. What are the available payment options for group bookings? Some of these we take a deposit to hold your lanes, and a lot of this is done online with the credit card. That's kind of what we prefer. It's easier that way. Some big groups pay by check. Some government groups pay by invoice, or schools do that. We can work out a deal with your company to pay for it with an invoice, or credit card seems to work the best. Are there any additional activities or entertainment options available at the venue? Yes, last year we just put in an indoor golf simulator, which has been really popular. We have a private room down there where you can play golf on over 700 different courses. You need to bring your own clubs. We might have some clubs down there by now. I need to check on that. The room is available, Southland Golf, Lexington. Just look it up online. It's got an Instagram page, and you can book your time right there online. What safety measures are in place to ensure a safe and enjoyable experience for everyone? Well, again, we staff the place really well. We make sure everybody's certified, food handlers, certificates. We have bartenders that are trained. On the weekends, we hire a security guard during the late evenings to kind of keep the riffraff out and keep an eye on things so nothing gets out of hand. We also have, our facilities are staffed with management, and everybody's looking out for everybody and making sure everybody's having a smooth experience. That way everything goes and everybody has a good time. What is the duration of a typical group bowling event? Typical group bowling events are about 2 hours, and that's how we have it set up on our website. When you make a reservation, you reserve a lane for 2 hours, and it includes the shoes. We find that that's a pretty good amount of time for everybody to come out here and enjoy themselves, and then the next group comes in, and it allows us to kind of plan for them. When you're bowling in a league, it typically takes about 3 hours, and you can always add an additional hour to your time if you're here bowling for 2 hours, but we've found that 2 hours seems to be the sweet spot that people enjoy. Is there a limit to the number of lanes we can reserve? We're limited to 40 lanes. That's how many we have, so that accommodates about 200 people. And we have had situations where people rent the whole facility out for 200 people. And in order to do that, like if you wanted to do that on a Saturday night, we have to really talk about it because we're turning away all of the business. If you want to do that on a Friday afternoon, we have more flexibility because we're not really that busy, and so we can work out a deal. And anything's possible. It just depends on the price and a lot of factors. If you're going to combine it with food, drinks, and that kind of thing. So you can go in as little as 1 lane all the way up to 40. It just depends on how many people you have. What types of bowling balls and equipment are provided? We have rental bowling balls. You really don't have to rent them. They're available for you to use. They're down on the lanes. And you just go down there and find one that fits. All of them have different hole sizes, and they're different weights. The lighter weight balls tend to have really small holes because we don't want big, heavy adults taking those small, lightweight balls and throwing them real hard because they just will crack and mess up. So they're made for kids. The ball weights go from 8 pounds to 16 pounds, and 14 is a good weight for people. Most adults use 14, 15, or 16. And we also rent shoes. Now you can rent the shoes. We require that you wear the bowling shoes down in the bowler's area instead of just street shoes, because that way nothing is tracked up on there and people have to slide on the approaches. So that's part of our safety program. Can we customize our event with specific themes or decorations? Yes, you can do that if you choose to, as long as it's appropriate. We don't want anything that's not appropriate, and you just let us know what exactly you're thinking, and we'll have a discussion to see. Are there any special offers for repeat bookings or loyal customers? Yes, we've had a customer loyalty program, and we've got one right now in our food application called Toast. When you order food, you can join that program so that every time that you buy and purchase food, you're going to earn points, and then you can redeem those points whenever you want to. What time slots are available for daytime group bookings? We're open at 11 a.m. on the weekdays, and we have basically every day available. If you have an event where you want to come in at 9 a.m. or something, and you have a significant number of people that want to do that, we can set that up for you. The time slots that are available, we have daytime leagues, so we work around those, but it just depends on the size of your group and what exactly you're looking for. Got 2 more questions, and then we're going to wrap this up, okay? Are there any additional charges for using bumpers or other bowling aids for children? No, we don't charge extra for bumpers. We don't charge extra for the ramps. You just request those, we'll set them up for you, and they're there for you to enjoy, and it's there to make the kids' experience a lot better. Can we tour the facility before making a reservation to see if it meets our needs? Sure, we can take you on a tour. We can help answer any questions. You come here, and we do that a lot for groups that want to have an event here. They have a lot of questions. They want to see what it's all about. They want to look at the meeting spaces. They want to look at the lounge. They want to see where to sit and that kind of thing, and what's involved. So that brings us to a conclusion. I really appreciate you all sticking around and listening to this, and we hope to see you out here at Southland Lanes. And if there's anything we can do to make your event any better, let us know. Thanks for tuning in.